Good morning, everybody. It's Bruce Lee on marketing today. Spend a minute, make sure I'm streaming in the right place, on the right platforms. We're gonna talk about marketing today, and by we, I mean me. By me, I mean Bruce Lee. And here we are, I should say. I'm gonna tag, hey Google, stop. Alright, so what I'm doing right now, I'm tagging my friend Juliet in the comments. She sent me Hello Korea box. Oh my god, I'm so excited. And it's early in the morning. It's hard to look excited when it's this early in the morning. So it looks like I am streaming in the right place. And I'm going to be on Twitch also. Looks like I will be doing these morning vlogs about 8:30 every morning.
Take care of yourselves.
If I choose to continue them, that is. Could be entirely likely that I give up on this venture just like everything else in my life. Just kidding. Not really. I mean, it's if you guys don't know, for those who have been paying attention, I'm trying to vlog every morning. If you've ever done anything like that before, for example, writing a blog, or just writing one, I'm not even talking about videoing a blog every morning or even once a week, but just writing a blog. God, it's hard to do that once a week. Imagine making a video once a week, much less every day. It can feel a little daunting. But I said, why not? Let's do it. Seth Godin wrote a blog every day for the last couple of decades and some change. How come I can't just wake up and rattle off my thoughts every day? Shouldn't be that hard. It could be. Anyways, what are we going to talk about today? Okay, so today here's the notes. Bruce Lee on marketing. All right, it's interesting, for me at least, because I look like Bruce Lee. I mean, I am Bruce Lee today. And what are we drinking this morning? I've got green tea from my aunt. I can figure out what brand, but it's like this special. I mean, look at it. It's got every herb on earth in this little bag. It doesn't even taste like green tea, to be quite honest. I don't know. It's got all these different flavors in there. I take it back. I guess this is how green tea is supposed to taste, perhaps. It's good. I switched to tea today instead of coffee. So I wonder. Interesting thought experiment. And I'm a little bit ignorant on Bruce Lee, actually. I'm very curious to just, learn more about the man, how his mind works, his philosophy. Everyone's kind of seen him do his martial arts moves and knows him stereotypically for that. But I wonder, if Bruce Lee was in marketing, what would his approach be, right? What does the whole flow like water kung fu approach to marketing look and feel like? Well, this is what it looks like. Flow like water. I'm doing marketing in different forms right now, but it all has to feel right. You can't force anything, right? It has to flow like water. Like eventually water will break stone. Initially, no, the water splashes up against the stone wall wins. But how was the Grand Canyon made? It was made by a flow of water, a little trickle stream. Eventually cut that canyon into something grand. So, speaking of marketing, my new friend actually reconnected. We went to school together, and we probably haven't seen each other for 2 decades, and reconnected on the Asian Hustle Network. Juliet Blake sent me Hello Korea box. Oh my god. First of all, I don't get things in the mail. I'm sure most of us probably don't this day and age, when it's easier to send an Amazon gift card, and so gifts end up being very digital things. And especially I'm an introvert. I'm not even good at keeping in touch with close friends and friends and family members. I Things don't really come in the mail physically, like so rare that one it's actually not a bill collector or some random junk mail. It's just like, oh my god, it's exciting. Okay. And I will say I cheated last night. I opened it real quick because at first I wasn't sure what it was. Juliet said she was sending it to me. It was a week ago. I forgot about it. Forgot what was coming in the mail. I saw it. The thing it said 1 day shipping on it, and it said "Hello Korea box." I was like, "Oh, did someone sent me Korean food?" I was like, if there's kimchi in there, it's gonna go bad. And then so I opened the box to make sure there weren't perishables. I found the nice note from Juliet. I'm not gonna read that out loud to you guys. And that's when I realized I don't think there's anything perishable in here. And so I did cheat. I opened it last night thinking there might be like something that's going to go bad in here, but there's not. So rest assured. And how am I going to open this box without screwing the microphone up? And I want to show you in there what's one by one. The funny thing is, and I mean, first of all, let's just, since we're talking about Bruce Lee on marketing, right? I was earlier in my professional endeavors, marketing career, right? I've never been a design guy. Design has always been the thing that I had to try hard to learn. I'm more of a logic guy. You could say a business guy. I play with business models in my head, and then design something that, I don't even know if something looks good. Might look good to me, and so when it comes to design, sometimes the designer also has to think, well, what looks good to everybody? Given there's 7 billion different people, what looks good to the most majority of people? And, what are ways to like? And that being said, I just like the illustrations. Okay? They're cute. They're not overly detailed. And actually, I'm noticing she didn't give them chinky eyes, right? That would have been my first. She actually gave them just regular round eyes, and yet they still look Asian. I asked Juliet about the font. Juliet said the font was actually a free font. I was like, the font is so good for the look and feel. It's like when you find that perfect font for your business, it's good because it would be very expensive to ask a designer to custom draw each letter. It's very uncommon actually to have that done. And the illustrations are simple. They're cute. I don't even need to know what this business is in terms of, after you read the name, Hello Korea Box. Okay, it's a subscription box service, I assume, from that, and it's based off of Korea stuff. Okay. Now, one other thing, the blue, I think, is supposed to be reminiscent of the Korea Airlines blue, is that she may have told me that last night. So you might already start getting brainwashed by the marketing. Like, hey, I've seen this before. I don't know why I'm getting feelings of Korea, but perhaps you might have seen the particular shade of blue in other places flying across the sky. Now, one thing to note before I open this box is just want to look at the branding elements. Okay, so also have the Hello Korea box on the back. Okay, and it appears as though the man and the woman illustrations do have integral parts in the logo, if that's not the logo itself. It's really great when you have a text-based logo that's also just the logo itself. And let me see here. I really like this element. Okay, on the sides of the boxes, there is. Make sure my green screen doesn't block it out. Okay, so it's a nice touch, and these are things from a mind like mine. I don't think of these things. It's on both sides, by the way. On the right, we'll call it the right and the left side. Before you open up the box, and what is that? Okay, is this just the business owner like, oh, I want to waste extra money and print on this side of the box? These are costs, actually, when you think about it. When you think about even a box, right? When this box is unfolded, it is a flat piece of cardboard, and then they, cut it in certain ways so it folds. But other than that, each color that you use, each place that you print a design, right? That's extra money. A guy like me might be like, oh, that's an extra X number of cents per box. That's like there's 3 colors in there. If you look at it, there's red, there's tan, and there's white. So it's not even like an easy, oh, let's just print, some black lettering. This is a full-on color design. Each panel has been thought about. So sometimes like what you leave off the box, is as important as what you put on there. You don't want to tell your whole life story, then the box just doesn't look clean anymore. So I think about, so when there's not very many elements on something, Google's homepage, for example, as the ultimate example of simplicity in design, right? The Google philosophy is that so when there aren't very many elements, it helps draw your attention to the elements that do exist. And then as a marketing guy, I think about why. I think about what is the story behind this? And sometimes the story is not amazing as you would think. Sometimes the story is like, well, owner found a free clip art, thought it would look cool on the side of the box. All right, great. But I'm sure most things have been thought a little bit more deeply than that. Brings me back to the whole Japanese haiku, right? Sometimes in simplicity, a lot of thought has been gone into what's left out in terms of simplicity, as much as what's gone in the box, right? So I'm going on all these tangents here, but let's look at this, right? I would love to talk to Juliet about it later. Actually, she's due to come on my podcast soon. But that's really cool. What kind of feelings does this evoke? The heart in the hand, and the box delivering a piece of happiness, and the design element I actually want to look at is the symmetry, right? The heart, the bottom of the heart has a little V shape, and then right below that, the fingers make a little V. And then the 2 fingers actually have the shape of the heart itself, right? So the 2 fingers, the shape of the fingers going together resemble the top shape of the heart overall. So it's like a little red heart and then a bigger heart right below it, if you kind of see that. So this is like the bottom part of the heart. So you have the small heart, you have the bigger heart, and then it's actually like, fingers holding up the levitating heart. But I see the matching shapes, the V shape and the heart shape kind of match. Or maybe the designer didn't think about any of that. It was just like, wham, bam, here's 2 things, side of the block, psh, psh, go. Okay? Sometimes you accidentally get lucky. I didn't even open the box yet. So we're going to open the box. And I'm going to read, wow. There's actual postcard with a hello note. I'll read this in detail later. The interesting thing is it's got the contents of the box on one side, and then a little hello, nice to meet you note. Meaning. I'm just my thoughts here. Meaning. So the planning and the organization behind, which is, I don't know if every box gets a separate postcard, assuming they do, right? On one side it said, hello, thank you for becoming a customer. On the other side, it's contents of the box. So I'm wondering how logistically they plan this out, in that I both got a contents of the box and a welcome message. So do they print like not a billion, but do they print a lot of these welcome messages, right? And then whatever box of the month it is for the new ones that they get, I'm impressed at just the level of planning that goes into the box, right? These things have to be the lead time on the box, and then the lead time on making this thing. What if things change? You're like, I have to change my printing. Okay, so I will read this in more detail because I'm a copywriter, and I love looking at marketing, especially of people that I know, the businesses that they have started. So let's just go one, but there is so much in here I didn't expect. Okay, so this was the funny story. The first thing I saw when I cheated and I opened this thinking there were perishables in here last night was, I was like, oh shit, she sent me milk. I was like, why would you send me milk in the mail? I was like, good thing I opened this. There's milk is going bad, you know. And then it's actually a pencil case. Okay, it's a zipper. It's a pencil case. It just has the design of a milk carton on the outside. Okay, it's a squishy pencil case. It's really awesome. Um, I think my fiance would have use for it, but this is like a cool, just a could leave it on the desk or something. All right. Uh, I don't know if did you design this? I probably not. It would be too much work to produce these items too. Okay. Um, little pink socks now. I've always wanted a pair of little pink socks. I mean, I'll find a way to use these. I might use them for hand warmers or something. No, I'll probably give them to my fiance or some little girl in my life. Now, these are the cutest. These are cute. Like, I'm sure there's a story behind each one of these items. Okay. What was a guy gonna do with some cute little socks, really? But someone will enjoy these. Someone in my life will enjoy these. Aha! I got to the food. Oh yeah, choco pies. I actually I think I have some of these in the cupboard. Like not this flavor. It's how Asian I am. I'm like you said. I have some of these things. Not this one though. Green tea. Talk about coincidence. Did not know. Green tea flavored choco pies. Oh my god. I might have to bust these open right now this morning and wash it down with my green tea. I got to. It's more. And then wow. Now here's what I don't know. Right. Like I don't know how rare this green tea thing is. I don't know how rare she's packing this box. It's like very hard to find items. Maybe, maybe not. I've never seen this one before. The choco pie with, or maybe is this the original? I forget what, but this is I've never seen the packaging, right? So this has probably some marshmallow filling. This one's also I don't know what's in these things really, but I've never seen this package before. And now I got green tea ones. I gotta split all of this with the fiance, so I have to think about that before I eat everything. This green tea one, I might eat this entire one, and then I'll give her the bigger one. Okay, since I do want to eat the green tea with my green tea. This is a pen or a pencil. This is just, everything's just cute in here. Asian people are cute in that they make little cute things, you know, like okay. This looks like a pen. I'm not a genius. That's what pens usually look like. Give you an up close. How do I get the up close? There we go. Let me get rid of this right here. All right. I want to use it right now, but there's a little white rubber protector. I just want to make sure I don't break anything. You know. Funnily enough, she gave me something to use the pen with. A little stationery. God. So much stuff in this box. It reminds me of stuff that you would find at the Hello Kitty store, Sanrio store. So a couple postcards, little stationery, thank you notes. Man, I'm going to use this stuff today. Okay, just set this aside. Oh man, we got some stickers. All right, show you some stickers right here. I feel like this is like a little Asian girl's dream box, right? I mean, not that I don't have a use for little cute stickers and socks and things, but I could totally see not just the Asian girl, any girl just totally geek out about this. Not even like a young girl, even like people my age and older, you know. Like if you used to like this stuff as a kid, you're going to be super excited as an adult. And more stickers. Ooh, there's literally something in here for everybody. I know my fiance is gonna steal this from me. A silky cellulose mask sheet collagen impact upgrade. I'm just gonna have to assume this is good for your skin, some kind of skin treatment. Beautiful packaging, by the way. On everything. The things that you decide to put in here in the Hello Korea box are just very well designed. Pretty sure fiance is gonna be stealing this one from me. As to what the collagen mask does, not sure. I guess it's good for you. I'm an ignorant guy. I don't know anything about skincare, okay? So, it's a keychain, guys. Why am I have a dirty mind? I was like, oh, it's a keychain, and the first thing popped into my head was a penis. I'm sorry, it looks like a damn two balls and a fucking rod. Okay, I still trying to. What is this? What is that? I don't know what this is. It is it's possibly because I'm wearing sunglasses. I can't see. You guys are gonna have to help me figure out what this is. Okay, I'm holding the tip. Okay, what is this? I'm dying. It's what happens when you do a live unboxing. It's no plan. This is okay. What a great time to launch a Korea box. I mean, it's the age of K-pop, and she got a black. I tell you what, if this was BTS, I would rock this. I would be rocking this. You know what? Just for you, Juliet, I'm gonna rock this too. Okay, whatever. It is a black pink pin button, little pin up thing where you put it on the back of your shirt or the front of your shirt. Oh wow! And in true Asian Korean fashion, I get not one but two instant noodles. What I was waiting for. And they were at the bottom of the box. These are like drugs to me. Like, oh, these are things that I actively try not to eat. I go through periods of quitting them for long periods of time. But the instant, and I may not have had these specific brands yet, but I'm somewhat of I call myself a pho connoisseur also, but I'm somewhat of an instant noodle I've been eating this shit my whole life. Just as growing up, there was always a huge box of instant noodles, and I've just gone through so many different and it's so bad for you. First, the amount of sodium they put in these things. Like, there's enough sodium to last you a lifetime. And just one of these, and you're only supposed to eat. Okay. Literally, the sodium on some of these things, they break the serving so small so that, like, okay, on one of the, let me just look at one of these. %. I don't know if you can see it right there. $790 milligrams of sodium, one package. And that is 34% of your daily value of sodium in one meal. And that's like, you shouldn't even be eating that. That's just kind of like, that's the max they recommend. And I guess I won't be quitting this week. My point is that I've seen instant noodles before have so much sodium that they broke the package. See, this still says one serving. At the top, it still says one serving. These are my favorite things in the world, by the way. I didn't eat breakfast yet. I'm going to have to go eat this for breakfast. But I'm going on a rant about sodium, okay? On one of these things before, I read them right. 1/2 of a serving up here. On some instant noodles. Same portion size. Not this one, but one I ate recently. And I'm like, 1/2 serving. I'm like, who in their right mind is going to eat half of this? Then I looked at it. It said something like 30 something percent sodium. But I'm like, wait, that's just half this package. So I multiplied it by two. So the one package ended up having like 76% of my day. I'm like, so they made it half a serving to make it look like it didn't have as much sodium as my point. In that, like, one thing that I eat that day completely covers my salt intake. It just can't be. Anyway, he went on a rant. Thank you, Juliet. This was, I can't even keep my head wrapped around how many different things are in this box. And it's got me thinking about the box subscription model on a larger model. Like, how many of these things are you making and sending out? And if it's their first box, is the first box always the same? Just so many questions. And I love to meet someone that's just doing a business and it all looks good. And just have so many questions to ask someone in the subscription box business, especially someone who started the box in the COVID times, and she's doing it as a side hustle. She has another doggy clothing business, and that's a different side. And she's got her main hustle during the day, where she does marketing for startups in the food and beverage business. Juliet, the founder of Hello Box, will be coming on my podcast sometime later, maybe this month or later this year, and really excited about this one. And I think my fiance is going to be excited about this collagen mask, if not a couple other, if not the Choco Pies. All right. So, anyways, I had a 9 a.m. meeting, so I got to get off now, but that actually got rescheduled, so I'm not in an urgent rush. Just want to keep these things short in the morning. Didn't even get to talk about the marketing course, confidence, or poker. Do I want to keep going? Nah, I'm going to keep it short. I'll see you guys later. Bruce Lee on marketing. We'll see you tomorrow morning.